Hey everyone, I'll be covering all of the Nintendo Switch's games announced for the 4th week of March, so let's get started. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remastered was finally confirmed for a May 25th release in the West on the Nintendo Switch. Atlus sure took their time announcing this game after its original release in Japan late last year. This full remastered entry offers new 3D models and backgrounds, additional new difficulty settings, revamped gameplay, new voice audio in English and Japanese, as well as an alternate set of story branches not available in the original game. Set in an urban battlefield, take part of online skirmishes between 8 players across a wide variety of game modes in Afterpulse. Originally released on mobile, the Switch entry sees several reworked mechanics, controls, and visual aspects to make it work on the console. The developers are promising an optimal player experience when playing online using proper server technology to match it with people with less ping, and a fast pass will provide an added incentive for those wanting to get a head start getting the perfect loadout. Fight as one of 8 students of Beacon Academy and stop the evil forces of Dr. Marlowe as one of the most fan-favorite RWBY characters in RWBY Grimm Eclipse Definitive Edition. Play as either alone or via 2-player local co-op or 4-player online as you customize your playstyle and skills accordingly. This Definitive Edition includes all of the previously available DLC, a gauntlet and horror modes, and tons of quality of life changes. Zorro the Chronicles is an exciting humorous action game featuring combat and exploration gameplay inspired by Arkham Asylum, Spider-Man, and Assassin's Creed. Zorro and his sister Inez protect the weak and the innocent from the general of the army by bringing justice back to the 19th century Spanish California. Become a master swordsman, disarm your enemies with a wide variety of weapons available to you, and make use of quick reflexes and stealth maneuvers whenever possible. Rustler is an open-world top-down action game that's paying tribute to the good old GTA style and gameplay, fusing it with historical and accurate medieval settings. In a world full of humor, anarchy, and pop cultural references, you're open to wreak havoc and use just about anything as a weapon. As a peasant, you're pretty much open to tackling the game however you want, and get creative to make money and make your way to the top, leaving dynamic events to weave their way into the story and help you progress. With science as your superpower, team up with Tesla, Curry, and Lovecraft to save the world from an invasion of cosmic horrors and Tesla Force. This intense procedurally generated roguelike top-down shooter is packed with non-stop combat and over-the-top gameplay that's endlessly replayable due to the multitude of perks and enemies you'll often be encountering. Every run promises a new experience you haven't seen before. Take control of the remnants of humanity exiled to subterranean cities after the ecological disaster in Fallback. Search for captured rebel leaders ready to join the fight as you explore 2.5D rooms, making use of every skill you have in your arsenal to stay alive, unlocking more as you go and enriching yourself in the process. 6 classes are available to give you the flexibility on focusing on one branch of combat to make quick use of your enemies. Creating your own town has never been made easier. Simply select a color, plop some blocks onto the grid, and watch the game's underlying algorithm automatically turn them into cute houses, arches, stairways, bridges, gardens, and so much more in Townscaper. Build towns, hamlets, and towering cathedrals, and anything you can actually think of to build out your city. There's no stress or pressure, just watch your creations come to life. Announced in the latest issue of Famitsu, Astria Ascending is a full-on reimagining and a remake of the original 2014 mobile game, Zodiac or Canon Odyssey. This visual look is reminiscent of moving paintings, while the gameplay is more akin to traditional turn-based JRPGs. This new entry uses the same world and characters, but completely overhauls the story with a much more serious and grounded set of tones, on top of revamped combat mechanics, now offering full voice acting. Night Squad 2 heralds the return of the beloved multiplayer experience literally anyone can enjoy. The cartoonish visuals and comedic stylings are just part of the magic sauce. The other is the simple set of mechanics and ease of use across a variety of game modes in local and online multiplayer for up to 8 users. Each of the mini-games introducing mechanics to constantly keep things feeling fresh, where there can only be one winner. Ayo is a not-so-average clown in the search for his best friend and beloved dog who just happened to disappear. Each of the game's stages offers a unique 2.5D theme where loads of enemies and massive bosses take center stage. Thankfully, this clown can fight and wield a variety of different weapons to help him uncover hidden secrets and places to make use of skills across a side-scrolling saga chock full of collectibles and friends along the way. Cozy Grove is a game about everyday life in an island paradise that also happens to be haunted. As a spirit scout, your job is to help the spectral inhabitants with their afterlives, build a camp, make friends, bring colors back by decorating, exploring, and even crafting. Then take on requests to raise your relationship status with different spirits and help them reach the other side. Zen Studios' most ambitious pinball project yet, Pinball FX, introduces Pinball Royale, a new multiplayer action mode incorporating frantic battle royale style gameplay to the classic pinball experience. Take on new challenges, join a clan, and enjoy a revamped set of new visual looks on top of a classic series brought to modern consoles in a brand new type of IP. Fight your way through hordes of bloodlusting demons and escape hell as you unlock new characters and talents to create chaos in the randomly generated and ever-changing hellish landscape in Rising Hell. This vertical roguelike with procedural generation puts your adrenaline-pumping skills to the test with several game modes and bosses that won't back down from a fight. Manyu is a brand new anime-style RPG coming to the Switch in Japan later this year. Other than this art trailer, the developers have been rather quiet about the details regarding the game, other than it's handled by industry veterans Akifumi Yamamoto, Hajime Shikami, and Motoya Ataka from a series of classic PS1 era entries. The monster taming game, Monster Harvest, mixes farming action and RPG. Grow, collect, and mutate your crops and then take them to battle. Take in the sights and explore the world to not just discover multiple ways to build out your farm, but also different materials to craft and plenty of battles to come across while exploring the world. There's 72 mutations in total, and the rock, paper, scissors like mechanics make sure that every creature has a weakness that you can certainly exploit. Taito revealed that a major update is coming to Darius Cosmic Revelations in the form of G Darius HD. This update is so massive that they're revamping entire sections of the game and adding features upon features to this classic shmup. On top of all of that, they're rebalancing the gameplay to both new and experienced players alike. The successful Kickstarter project for Lucid Soul has been backed and a Switch release is expected. Take control of 7 characters all at once in combat, switching between them to use soul points. Take your time to plan out your attacks accordingly and strategically move on to your enemies. Each hero can be tailored to fit your party needs, resulting in an entire squad of your own making. Gun Skater is just a lighthearted party game. It features 2D pixel art and 16-bit chiptune music. It's all about skating, cowboys, and guns, featuring 3 different game modes: deathmatch, football, and zombie attack, where bullets are actually limited and appear on the map randomly, adding to the tension. The idea is that you're constantly being chased or doing the chasing until you can actually reload once again. After an unfortunate event, Triss moved into the city to escape and try to make a new life as an independent developer. Sadly, his past has caught up to him and the old demons have resurfaced in the dark comedic RPG Don't Give Up. This cynical tale explores dimension-hopping storylines and tactical battles against bullies who won't stop at nothing to make your life a living hell. Caresoft is back with another pair of sims. First, Mega Mall Story 2 is a business management sim where you can make a mall work for you, taking many cues from the first game and adding a variety of new mechanics, store types, and even challenges to get your mall going right away. Then Wild Park Manager has you building plazas, playgrounds, animal petting zones, food courts, and much more as you design a park of your choosing. While taking care of human visitors may be the first priority, the animals themselves also need to be kept happy, and switching back and forth between these 2 tasks is where the real fun lies. One day, 3 buddies decided to rob a bank, and as always, something clearly went wrong and the cops showed up. Now these felons need to smarten up across 60 or so levels and take on an incredible jailbreak and one escape, where finding freedom and escaping guards is just half of the goal. The retro-style action platformer Hell Breachers lets you enjoy a robust set of character creations and unique RPG progression. Choose from 3 different heroes, customize them and add specializations, and then set them off on an adventure. Each of the 50 levels add 10 unique bosses and something no others actually offer. Dungeon & Puzzles is a 2D spatial logic ability puzzle game. The adventurer's ability depends on the equipment he actually uses, so you have to think through every step. After you clear a level, you can try out other routes and strategically optimize to find a solution. And that's what the game announcements we'll be covering this week. The talk of a Switch Pro or perhaps a Switch revision seems to be intensifying as we go forward. There are some compelling details regarding a potential update to the Nintendo Switch Online parameters, perhaps getting revealed as early as April. I'm not quite sure what could actually entail, but it does seem like to be a more robust offering coming to the online experience is in the works. We'll have to wait to see how that actually shakes out, but the notion of Nintendo finally taking online seriously is definitely a promising idea. If you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya!